Sorry, we got interrupted in the middle of that. I had to answer a phone call. Oops. So, it's time though to really be able to express your deeper emotional side, your sensitive side, your intuitive side. You know, you may come off as very mysterious to others, but it's because you have this massive depth to you. And you don't got to let it all out at once. I mean, if you tried to show people who you are all at once, wow. Because you're somebody very, very, very deep and you have a lot of layers to you. But it's time to start uncovering some of those layers and to not feel like you need to hold back so much on what you have to say in like an empathy, emotion, intuitive kind of way, you know? And I can understand how it would be so hard to do that too, especially with how surface level some people really are. We have the King of Swords, we have the King of Cups, we have the Seven of Wands, we have the Eight of Wands, and we have the Three of Cups. So, if you're a guy, you might actually be in competition with somebody for, you know, something, and it's time to defend what's yours. So, anyway, there's a need here to, you know, balance your logical side and your emotional side. And you might be somebody who really has kept that emotional side deeply hidden within yourself, very defensive over it, you know, and feeling like you have to defend your emotions and your depth and your, you know, because there's this rocky storm that's going to hit if you don't defend it, you know. And you might defend it by being in a very logical, very no bullshit, rigid stance, you know, but you have a lot of communication within you that would be very valuable for other people if you were able to open yourself up and face emotional situations head on, to be able to bring balance and peace to your emotions, you know, not worrying about the outcome, but being able to express your truth and being able to fight for what you believe in and stand your ground and defend what's valuable to you. There's a need here to communicate whatever creative energy you have within you, or whatever emotional or passionate communication you have within you. It's time now to take action. It's time now to go on this journey. It's time to communicate what you have within you. It's time to communicate this depth of emotion that you have within you, and maybe even who you feel your ideal partnerships are. You know, it's time to put your foot down and to express yourself, to express your truth, to uncover yourself, to remove any masks you're wearing, and to just be able to enjoy the moment and enjoy life without worrying about the outcome, but being able to express your emotions. And you know, if you feel drawn to pile one, you might enjoy pile one too. Pile one is, you know, they're in that Knight of Cups energy right before the King of Cups, where they're working on getting to this state where they're not putting someone on a pedestal so that they can express their emotions. And this one's somebody who has gotten to that state of emotional maturity, but who is hiding it. And it's time now to let that out. It's time to just be yourself. The presence of love always casts out fear, yes, and to remove any anxiety you have in expressing your love. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. Happiness is my birthright. So it's also time to really, truly just love yourself for who you are, to connect to your community, to connect to your friends, to take action, to express yourself truthfully to your friends, and to let yourself out of that cage kind of in a way, and to remove any of the mass consciousness thoughts or thinking processes, and to really delve into your emotional depth and to connect to your higher self so that you can understand that happiness is your birthright, and the people that you want surrounding you in your life will understand you for who you really are once you express yourself. Horse and tiger. Ooh, a lot of feminine energy too. So there's a nice balance of masculine and feminine energy here as well. And there may be a need to balance out your masculine and feminine energy to be able to step into your more deep, emotional, intuitive, empathetic, compassionate, receptive to love energy of the Queen of Cups, and to come out of this King of Cups with the rigid stance of holding in the emotions, you know? Oh, just past the tiger. So Tiger, lunar force, ease and darkness, feminine energy. The tiger hunts at night at one with the silence, fearing nothing. This card reminds us to take in the wild darkness and to allow the lunar forces to soothe and heal our spirits. Sensuality, receptivity, and devotion are all heightened in the midnight hour, and the tiger takes advantage of these boons. Spend some time in silence this evening, drinking in the potent calm. There is nothing to fear in the stillness except for the awakening of your own power. When in balance, passionate, strong, and sensual. When out of balance, overstimulated. To bring into balance, Tritaka. So, you know, you might really do well with some time to yourself, some rest, reflection, self-care, taking some time at night to just be under the moonlight and to connect with your feminine energy and your intuition. It would really help you in this pile. Oh, that was the right section. Oops. Horse. Momentum, freedom, expansive energy, and force. The horse represents the most masterful form of the earth energy within the deck. It provides us with momentum so reliable, so supportive, that you can ride on its back towards any goal, no matter how difficult the terrain. A horse personality is fully awakened, fully alive, and cannot be defeated. The horse's freedom becomes available to us when we hone and collect our energy through daily practice. Physical stamina, exercise, and mental focus meditation are the secret weapons behind the horse's legacy. And once again, it's kind of like a masculine feminine thing going on, but this is like a very feminine masculine energy, the horse. When in balance, achieves anything and never gives up. When out of balance, runs away or feels weak. To bring into balance, strength training. So now is not the time to run away. Now is the time to drive forward, to put your perseverance, determination, willpower to the test, and to take action, to go after your intuitive nudges and inklings, to really be able to stand up and fight for what you believe in, to express your truth, and to take action to create friendships in your life that are more who you want to surround yourself with, that are more like you. To stop disliking those parts of yourself so that you can express those parts of yourself, so that you can draw people that are similar to those parts of yourself back to you. The Pink Rose of Lady Nadia. Unconditional love. What was I just saying? You need to love yourself. And we have that on 29. So the Pink Rose of Lady Nadia. You are in the midst of a heart healing, a healing of the fears and anxieties that have held you back from enjoying your full magnificence. Lady Nadia is here with all of her gentle power, washing you in soft pink light. All anger, fear, sadness, bitterness, disappointment, and hurt are soothed and loved into peace. She brings you a sign of your future blossoming into a deeper love. The Pink Rose of Lady Nadia is a spiritual gift from higher guidance. It brings love, healing, strength, and compassion to your heart. You may be burnt out or feeling anger, fear, depression, chronic fatigue, or compromised wellness. Perhaps your heart is so tired that you struggle with compassion fatigue, finding it difficult to care, even if your nature is one of deep compassion and kindness. Or perhaps you have put your heart and soul into something or someone and feel your efforts have been cast aside or taken for granted. Perhaps you are processing a great loss. Whatever the reason, Lady Nadia has come to comfort your soul. Your pain will pass and your suffering will be alleviated sooner and more gently than you might think. And, you know, that's what it's talking about, too, is being able to show that loving energy within yourself. The Pink Rose of Lady Nadia unfolds as an energetic gift, gently pulsing with love and beauty. Within your heart chakra, it brings you comfort, gentle emanations of divine love, and reassurances that you are wonderful just as you are. Lady Nadia is saying, how much I like you, dearest child of light, how deeply I love you. I send love and acceptance to you now so that you may come to love and like yourself with all the compassion and kindness and unconditionality I feel for you. If there is anything or anyone you need to forgive, this gift of Lady Nadia will empower you to do so. Your ability to forgive won't make you a doormat for others. It will free you to leave behind the past. So let other people's choices be about their learning rather than your value, and choose to love yourself now. Don't allow other people's opinions of you to dictate how you feel about yourself. If you are at a troublesome point in your life, remember that despite the thorns, the rose has an exquisite perfume. It is powerful and wise soul that chooses a path that has truly challenging moments, but out of those challenges and great empowerment can be developed. Do not despair if you seem far from the light. You are simply traveling through darkness for a time. Your inner light is strong enough to see by, even in darkest times. Still, that time will soon end, and you shall realize exactly how much you have grown through the experience. You will find your way into peace and happiness. Trust that your own light within and loving kindness of Lady Nadia's blessings now. It is enough to lift you into the light of love and peace. Come back to that love, to the pink rose unfolding in your heart whenever you feel lost. Some challenges are meant to help you grow in your ability to love without condition, to surrender to the divine. Even when things don't seem to make sense, you undergo such challenges because you are capable, powerful, and wise. The universe loves you so much, and it is guiding you to your most beautiful destiny every day. Release any guilt or fear, knowing that you are love and always have been and always will be. Guidance is sharing with you now that whatever your struggles may be, they will soon reveal themselves to be nothing more than steps along your path to the sweetest blossoming of your soul. Be patient and rest. Be patient. Rest with this rose light in your heart, dear soul. For healing energy is flowing to you now. Trust your heart to overcome any pain. It will indeed heal, open up, and love even more powerfully than before. Such is the courage of your heart. So yes, just being able to love yourself and others in a very unconditional way. And once again, if you felt drawn to pile 1, watch pile 1 too, because it's really about loving yourself and having gentleness with yourself and others in the situations that you face together, and being able to forgive and release those situations so that you can fully love yourself and be yourself, and you can connect with people around you in a deeper level. So that's what I have for this pile, and I would absolutely love to hear your feedback in the comments below. I'd love to know what you're going through. Or if you have a suggestion for a future video, I'd love to hear that as well. I hope you have a beautiful night, day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye. Oh, and please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Anything really helps. It helps to spread love and light, but it also helps my channel. So, pile 3. For pile 3, we have no need to do. I am exactly where I need to be, exactly when I need to be. There's nothing more I need to do. I mean, yes, there will always be laundry and taxes, but in terms of my life's path, I don't need to do anything because I'm already here. I take a deep breath, relax, trust, and then do laundry. So really, there's just a need to be still and to trust that everything is working out the way that it's meant to, and that you have done everything you're supposed to be doing. And now it's just time to take that time to relax and trust that everything's going to work out. Exploring what works, planting seeds and nourishing them so things can grow slow and steadily. Seeds have been planted. Playing your cards close to the chest. Growth like magic from hard work. Planning for... I'm not sure what that says. But planning. So planning, planting seeds, nourishing them, watching them grow, you know, having faith, trust, and belief that all your hard work and everything you've put in is going to produce something, because you have taken the time to explore what works. And there's really nothing left to do at this point except for wait for your seeds that you have planted to come to fruition. Animals always feel safe with you. You have a soft touch and a peaceful heart. I got 4 of these for this pile. You are very driven to meet your goals. Try not to be hard on yourself. You always offer a helping hand to those in need. Kind-hearted. You own what is yours. You apologize and you make amends. You know that pride isn't worth it. So you really are somebody that's very developed spiritually. Somebody that's very psychologically developed, mentally developed. You may be somebody who has put a lot of hard work into healing yourself on a mental and emotional level as well. You're somebody who really knows when to apologize for what you've done, and you do. And you, whether the other people do or not, you don't care. That's not yours. What's yours is you making the move to be able to apologize for your own stuff. You know, that doesn't mean you're taking the blame for everything. That just means you're taking the blame for what you did, you know. And you are somebody who's very driven towards your goals, and sometimes you might be a little bit too hard on yourself, you know, feeling like things haven't paid off quite like you want them to yet, or like you feel like they should be, you know, or like maybe you need to put in more work. But really, you've put in so much work already, you know, and you're somebody who really has a very soft touch, is very emotional, open, intuitive, somebody who really spends probably a lot of time with animals. You're somebody who's always there to offer help to anyone who needs it. And you always put in this effort believing that it will come back to you in some way, because everything always does. We have the Four of Cups. We have the High Priest, the Six of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Five of Wands. So you might be somewhat afraid of some sort of conflict happening, or some sort of competition happening, or some sort of fight. There may be some sort of fears or anxieties that might be keeping you awake at night. They might be disturbing your sleep. They might be causing you to feel like there could be this fight that breaks out at any moment. I just pulled out an extra couple cards for this pile. So, you know, there's a need here to just remain balanced, to meet your inner demons and bring them under control in a way, you know, bring peace to your thoughts, to face your thoughts head on, and to know that you have the deep inner strength to deal with this situation if it does occur. You know, don't allow this situation to cause you to feel anxious or fearful or confused. You know, go within and find that peace in your thoughts, because it's something that you have the ability to do repeatedly. It's something that, it's like this eternity symbol here. It just goes on forever and ever and ever. You have this massive well of strength inside of you, and you can really bring peace to yourself and to others, and to, you know, and with this animals card here too, maybe you bring a lot of peace and calm to animals as well, you know, or it could even be people who, you know, feel caged in or feel confused or feel anxious, and you might bring a lot of peace and calm to them. So anyway, you might be learning your true value and worth, you know, gaining a greater knowledge and understanding and wisdom and awareness of maybe there's a coldness that you've been feeling from someone around you, where it doesn't seem like they're seeing how much love you're putting into them, but you're still going to keep giving it. You're bringing this message of love to someone, and it's causing a lot of, you really are teaching this message of love and this message of awareness of these feelings of lack or not being worthy, or like there isn't enough, you know, and you're learning from that and growing from that and gaining this greater wisdom, knowledge, and awareness. And I think you're somebody who really teaches others. I think you teach others. You spread this message, this knowledge, this awareness of how, hold on. Yeah. Of how much others are truly worth. You know, you see the value in others, and you know where that value lies, and you uncover it. But you might be afraid right now to go into this more childish, lighthearted, playful, emotionally connected energy, because you might be worried that stepping into that energy, you might end up cold and alone again, you know, because maybe in the past you've stepped into that energy and all it did was cause fear, conflict, competition, and, you know, it didn't cause something good. But maybe you or someone else has learned from the past and is now ready to see where the value truly lies and to put their efforts and their priorities on that. It may even be time to do the right thing and express your truth, and to face any fears you have of communicating, and to step into your power, to be able to communicate from a place of love while still knowing your own worth and value, and not allowing others to, the scars on their heart, to cause you to feel any less than worthy. So we have, I honor how I want to feel. When I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. So yeah, it's honoring how you want to feel, honoring this deep emotional connection you're feeling to someone, you know, and not worrying about whether or not they're going to be committed in the same way. We got the cheetah, we got the moth, and we got the crocodile. We got 3 in this pile, and I have a feeling we're going to have to put a third part on this video. I really wasn't wanting to do that, but I think I'm just going to start it now because there's only a minute left of playing time. So I'll see you in the third video.